You might be wondering why I have a pencil in my mouth. I was saying you might be wondering why I have this pencil in my mouth. Scientists found out years ago that if you bite down on a pencil like this, that you can actually trick your brain into thinking that it's happy. They say that the muscles you use to smile are the same ones that you use to bite down on a pencil. And so that's why it tricks your brain into thinking that you're happy. And so it can make you even more happy. Isn't that interesting? And sometimes we don't feel like worshiping God because sometimes we're having hard days. Or sometimes for church, we might have just woken up. And I know that can be hard. But we can use our bodies to help our minds and our hearts getting to a place of worship. I love worshiping God through dance, putting up my arms and just enjoying Him, but I don't know how to do the movements really well. And so to help teach us, we're gonna go meet my friend Sandy. Hi everyone! So this is Tilly and our good friend Sandy, and she is a dance teacher and a dance worshiper at our church, and she's gonna teach us how to dance at home today.
Hello everybody at home! Hey, so we're here to tell you a little bit about how we can use our bodies to worship God through dance. And so before we get up and start moving, we're gonna just tell you a little bit. In the Bible, do you know that God moves and dances? In Genesis 1:2, it says that God is always moving. And in Zephaniah 3:17, it says that God sings over us and dances over us. Ah, isn't that so fun? So, and the Bible also tells us that we're created in God's image. That means God made us to be like Him. So if He dances and He made us to be like Him, that means we get to dance. So we are gonna show you some ways that you can dance using your bodies to dance at home and using some other things. But first, we think we're gonna do some stretches and some warm-ups, okay?
Yeah!
Yay! All right, so everybody at home, you get to join us. So wherever you are, stand up, make some room, and here we go. And since, you guys, we're outside, and it is a beautiful day. We have blue sky, and grass and sunshine. So we're gonna stretch our bodies over this way a little bit. I love to do it. It helps wake up my body in the morning. And over this way, and make sure that you're going slow and being gentle with your body. Okay, let's come back up. And let's stretch up by the blue sky. Or if you're at home, your ceiling. And get on your tippy toes, but you can do this outside too. And let's go all the way down by the green grass as far as you can go. You can even grab your ankles. Yay. You can even just hang out right here. All right, and back up. And I'm noticing there's some trees over here, Tilly. Look, we have all these beautiful trees. So some of the trees are kind of like this. So I'm gonna stretch my body like those trees. And then there's one like this. And I'm being kind of silly right now. And how about if I can go like that? But it's okay because we're warming up our bodies, right? All right, so now that, are we feeling pretty warmed up?
Yeah!
You guys can move around. And Tilly and I have dresses on, so we like to twirl. You do not need to twirl around. So now let's move our arms. Let's do a big circle forward. Big circles forward, arm circles, and now big arm circles back. Okay, so we're almost all the way warmed up. And let's take our body and go down, fold at our waist, and back up, and fold at your waist again, and back up. Now it's time to warm up our knees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Wiggle your knee, one knee, and wiggle your other knee. And you can even pick them up, like Tilly is picking up her feet, moving them, and the other one, and now our feet, right?
Yeah.
Pick up one ankle, but very carefully roll it
Whoa.
up. Woo! And very carefully roll around the other one. Whoa! And this is good practice for your balance too. And now we are all warmed up, right? Okay, so we are excited, you guys. So we're gonna start with showing you some ways that you can just use your body to worship Jesus and to dance, right? So some people say, well, I don't like to dance. Well, guess what? You don't have to dance like a ballerina to dance, or like somebody on TikTok. You can just use your body to, some people kind of dance like this. So Tilly, let's just stand right now. Some people kind of like, this is actually dancing, you guys, going from one foot to the other.
This is what my mom does to worship.
Exactly. This is dancing, you guys, going back and forth. Okay? And some people, or sometimes you're in a place with a lot of people, or maybe you have a big family and you don't have a lot of room, and you can raise your hands to worship, right? I've had to learn how to worship and not have a lot of space. So we can use our hands to worship. So you guys, put your hands up with us, and like Tilly is showing us, I'm gonna stay still, and I'm gonna go like this and dance. And Tilly is twirling with her hands up. You can do that. And sometimes I just go like this. You can just stand there like this. And this is worshiping Jesus. It's a kind of a dance. Did you know that sometimes just standing still is dancing?
Really?
It is.
Whoa.
So then you can go like this. And like this. And this is like, Jesus, I love you. I worship you. And then you might be like, oh, I'm a warrior for Jesus, right? Awesome. Okay, and sometimes you guys, in dancing is so fun because I do love to sing. Do you love to sing?
Mhm.
Yes. But sometimes I run out of words and I just want to tell Jesus how much I love him. And so I can use my body to tell him how much I love him. And sometimes I just have to jump, jump, jump. This is dancing for Jesus. And sometimes I have to leap like a deer. I don't think I look like a deer. Can we leap for a deer, like a deer? Lily's gonna show you. Whee! 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 So you guys practice that at home if you have enough room. Or go outside later and try it, right? And there's other times when I might not have the words to dance. And sometimes when I'm praying, I might run out of words and I don't know how to pray. So then I use my body. And then sometimes that might look more like a fight. So you guys join me. This is dancing. And I am fighting for something in prayer, right? And you could even karate chop, you guys. If you want to karate chop, this is dancing. Yeah. Karate chop. Yeah. Go Jesus. That is dancing. All of that for Jesus. Now we're going to show you, so we're showing you some ways that we can dance with Jesus just using our bodies, right? Now we're going to show you you can add some things to your dance. Let's go get some scarves to dance with, okay? Hi guys! So now these are actually scarves that are in my closet because I like to wear a lot of scarves around my neck. And you might have somebody at your house, mom, grandma, auntie, somebody that you know. You could say, hey, can I borrow one of your scarves to dance with? So Tilly and I are going to show you how we can dance with a regular scarf that we have in our closets. You can go like this. And sometimes I like to go like this. You might see me at church dancing like this, right? This. Or you might be like, ooh, Jesus. This one I like to use in prayer too. Or they're fun to dance, to jump with. So, as you can see, you don't need to have special silks. You can just ask your doll at home if you can use or borrow one of the scarves that they have, right? So now, Tilly, can you go get the flag? So, some of you might have flags at home that you can worship with. This is one of my flags. So Tilly's gonna show us. We can also dance with flags. And it's okay if you don't have flags, because you can actually make them. And there's also some other worship tools that you can make at home if you would like to have something else to dance with. Yes. And great, see how Tilly is twirling? They're so fun. There's not a right way or wrong way, except don't hit anybody else. That's the only thing, right? Okay, can I grab this really quick? And now some people like to go, go like this, and they make a big noise. Some of you might like to go like this with them. Isn't that cool? Now that Tilly and I showed you some different ways to move your bodies, inside, outside, with scarves or flags or nothing. Now I'm going to show you how I like to worship, okay? I'm just going to show you how you can put some of those moves together, okay? Here we go. So.
Holy Spirit, you fill me up with love, love flowing from above. Holy Spirit, your fullness dwells in me. It's time for me to believe.
Yay!
Okay, so today we learned about dancing with our bodies in worship and praise. Thank you, friends, for coming and joining us today, and we hope that you learned some new ways to move and have fun moving at home with your family, with your friends, inside your house, outside, right? You can even come to a park like we did and worship Jesus outside. Thanks for joining us for Dancing at the Park.
Yeah!
Yay, bye!
That is just beautiful. Wow. God is so good. God is so good. Wow. Look at that. Oh. And the Bible talks about all of creation worshiping God. And wow, this sure looks like that's what's happening. Wow. Beautiful. I love watching Sandy worship. For years, she's been dancing at our church, and she'll go up to the front and just dance her heart out. And it just brings so much freedom for me and for others to just dance our hearts out as well. And it's so good. But I really like when she was using streamers and flags. And it's so fun to dance with streamers as well. Well, I thought we'd make some. So I got a whole bunch of different colors of tablecloths. These are just from Party City. And I think they're about $2 each. So they're just picnic tablecloths. And then we got shower curtain rings. And these you can find all over the place as well. And all you need is these two things and a pair of scissors. And we're gonna make streamers to worship with. Okay, to start our streamers, we're gonna want to unwrap this a little bit, but not all the way, because then I'll probably have to refold it to cut it again. Okay, so I'm gonna unwrap it like this, and we need a bunch of strips. And this part right here, I can see that it's all one piece that's just folded in half and in half again, right there. And so if I cut a strip out of this, it's gonna make a really long strip. I'll show you right away. So I'm gonna cut my streamers about 1 inch wide, but you can do longer or shorter. Anything will work. Actually, there's lots of little strips. That'd probably be super fun. Or even just a few really big ones. The choice is yours. Okay, so this is what our strip looks like. And let's unfold it. Perfect, I like that length because our family does church at home every Sunday mornings and I have 3 kids. And this way, all 5 of us could use these streamers and we won't have to worry about them being too long and whacking each other in the face. But if you want, you could even go the long way and you can make your streamers really long, which would be so much fun. Okay, so how you want to get it on is bring it through the ring, and there's a hole right here. And then bring your hand through the hole, grab onto the streamer, and then just pull it all the way through. And just bring it through like that. There! Well, I'm gonna connect my ring. And there, perfect! Awesome! So this is with one little strand, which I think is pretty, but now let's use all 4 colors and let's fill this ring fully up with different colors and we're gonna have a beautiful worship streamer. Did you know that in the Bible there was a part where King David danced? He was dancing like crazy! And I love that because when you're in love and you're just so happy, you just don't even think about it. You just dance like crazy. Some people do this when their favorite football or basketball team just won. They'll be like, "Wah!" And some people do this when they won the lottery, when they find out that they have millions of dollars. You just see them like boogieing and happy dancing. Woohoo! And some people do this at concerts when their favorite band is up there. They're like, yeah! Well, we get to worship a God who's the most amazing person in all of existence, in all of the universe, heaven and beyond. And we get to just worship our hearts out. So it's worth it. He is worth us getting really excited about and just giving our whole hearts to dancing. And it's okay if we're at church to just be aware of people or to know if it's a quieter song, to be quiet and gentle and just to be aware of what is happening around us. But it's also really, really good when we have times when we just let it rip and let our hearts fully out, even if it's in our bedrooms. I want to have a really good dance worship party with my family this week, so I'm going to keep cutting these tablecloths and making these streamers. Okay, I just finished it, and I had 4 long strips of each color. I could probably fit even more on if I wanted, but I'm gonna see how this looks. Let's check it out. That's so fun! I think if they were twice as long, that would be even more fun. But I think with 5 people worshiping in our living room, if they were twice as long, that could get a little crazy. Oh, that's great! Wow! Just worshiping God. And you can each have 2. You can make yours all one color or 2 colors. Again, you can do like just thin strips all the way around. That looks so pretty. Or you can do really big, thick strips. And making your own streamers at home. We love having worship dance parties with or without the streamers. I hope you guys have a ton of fun worshiping and dancing for Jesus this week. See ya! You guys, we're at our friend Seth and Megan's house, and we're just having a party praising Jesus. And we want to invite you guys to get up off of the couch or anywhere, stand up, wiggle it out, and join us for a dance party. We can put out our hands like this or raise them up. We can just start moving a little bit. And it can help us as we're trying to make our thoughts in our mind and our heart to think about Him and how good He is and how much He loves us. Jesus said in the Bible that the most important thing we can do with our lives is to love God with all of our heart and all of our mind and all of our soul and all of our strength. To love Him with all of our being. And dancing in worship is one of the ways that we get to do that. It loves on God. And it really helps us to connect with Him. So for a lot of us, dance can be a little bit newer, especially doing it in front of people. So you can go into your room and close the door if you want. But I hope you try it out this week, because it can be an amazing way of connecting with God. And it can look totally different. Some dancers do break dancing, and when I was in Hawaii, I even saw people worshiping by fire dancing. It was amazing. They had big sticks with fire on them, and they were twirling them around while they were worshiping God. Isn't that cool? Now, you should never fire dance without years of training and being an adult and knowing what you're doing. But it just goes to show us that there's so many ways to dance and so many ways to worship through dance, and it doesn't need to look like anyone else's. All it needs to be is the way that you want to express your love to God through your heart. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while we were discovering ways of dancing and worship. It was a blast, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!